Hello everyone, welcome on in. Especially if any of you are still here left over from Marvel's Raid. Just in case, my name is Saki Saki or just Q is acceptable. I consider myself a variety streamer, though I do stream mostly visual novels, which we are currently doing tonight, which is Chaos Child. Chaos Child is part of a greater series called the Science Adventure series, the most notable title being Steins Gate. We are like fairly late game with getting different route endings, so if you do want to avoid spoilers, this is definitely not the stream for that. But if you'd like to catch the series from the very beginning, I do have edited videos on my YouTube that you can check out and get caught up that way. Yeah. Hi Sage, hi Flower. It has been a while, but it is nice whenever you pop in, no matter how sparingly it is. I understand life is life. And, let's see, was there anything else I wanted to say? Brain no work, good. Right, we're also in the middle of a character route. We'll be finishing that character's route tonight. I don't think our feelings will be spared. I think we will be hurt. Especially since we need to get a bad ending and whatnot. I will say however long it takes to finish up this route, I think we'll gauge whether or not we need to keep doing like 2 streams per route type thing. Very possible. Yeah. I think that's all I have for now. You're ready for the emotional damage? Let's go. There's gonna be plenty of it in this. I guess without further ado, let's hit continue and load in. Wee. I honestly don't remember exactly the last story note we left off of with the thing, because it's been a week that I didn't watch the uploaded video, so I don't really remember. Oh well. Oh, now I remember. From seeing what it's saying here. I understand now. It's not that I'm doubting her. I'm doing this because I believe in her. Because I want to believe. And that's what I told myself over and over again as I went to the meeting spot. Sheesh. At some point I think I became her personal errand boy. Yeah, deal with it, cup. I don't know. Shinjo-san's words were sarcastic when he saw me. But it made sense. I've been coming to him for everything lately. I mean, certified adult in your life. Makes sense. I'm really not supposed to be showing these to people outside the police force. I'm sorry. No, it's fine. It's too late for that now. Anyway, this is what you asked for. Shinjo-san took out a large envelope and put it on the table. Oh my god, an envelope. May I look at it? I mean, I imagine the point is to look at it, doofus. That's why I brought it here. Sharing the brain cells, Shinjo. Thank you. I could tell my hands were shaking as I reached for the envelope. If I wasn't suspicious, there was nothing to be afraid of. If I believed her, there was no reason to hesitate. But I still wasn't sure whether it was okay for me to look. Well, you're not going to look? No. I opened the envelope and took out the documents inside. That's the autopsy report from the Minamisawa Center, who was believed to have died in the Shibuya earthquake. Jesus-san whispered and looked around him as he spoke. And all of the data from the earthquake period is pretty spotty, and most just for Minamisawa Center. We did DNA tests for any victims of the earthquake whose bodies were too badly damaged to be identified. Of course, Minamisawa Senri's body was heavily damaged by the fire, so part of her remains were sent for DNA identification. And then that body is really about that. And you can see when you look at the file, but both of her parents perished in that earthquake as well. And so, before they could match her body with the results of the DNA analysis, a close friend identified the body for us. Let me guess, the close friend was Kurisu. My close friend. Yeah, okay. Predictable. In other words, Nono was the one who told the police that it was Minamisawa Senri's body. And that was the only reason that anyone even believed she was dead in the first place. Kurusu Nono's testimony was enough to ID the body as Minamisawa Senri's, and it was returned to her family and buried. And got it so far? Yes. Okay, good. The envelope under it. And that's the DNA analysis report. I begged a guy I know in forensics to take a look at it, and I owe him a bowl of ramen. I mean... Fair enough, I guess. Oh, and I can... I didn't mean it. I'm not so poor that I need a kid to pay my bills. You're literally a detective. I would hope your pay is decent. And Shinja-san was laughing, but his salary probably wasn't that high. But as a cop, with payday coming up, it was probably a pretty big blow to him. So, back on topic. I matched the analysis with the information I had. And to get straight to the point, the body's DNA didn't match the DNA of Minamisawa Senri's mother and father, which means the body didn't belong to Minamisawa Senri. That's right. Or she was adopted. Slowly. Everything Shinja-san said began to sink in. And the body that Kurisu Nono had claimed was Minamisawa Senri wasn't. But then why had Nono said that? Had she mistaken someone else for Minamisawa Senri? But how was that possible when they were supposed to be best friends? Had Sirika been telling the truth? So now, the question is who the body actually belonged to. He motioned for me to flip to the next page. And there were 348 unidentified bodies that were sent for DNA analysis. After going through them all, I found one whose DNA matches to the point that I believe she's the mother of the person we thought was Minamisawa Senri. Her mother. In other words, it was the mother of the dead girl. Who was that? Shinja-san took a sip of water to wet his throat. His next words were clear and unmistakable. Kurusu Yuyako, the mother of Kurisu Nono, who was crushed to death during the Shibuya earthquake. Everything went black. I thought about what he was telling me over and over again. The corpse that allegedly belonged to Minamisawa Senri was actually genetically related to Kurisu Nono's mother. Which meant... And the body you thought was Minamisawa Senri was actually Kurisu Nono. I didn't even recognize my voice as I spoke.
それは
Are you certain
間
this
違い
is
ないこ
true?
となんですか？
データは
The
寡黙
accuracy of the data is
だが
beyond
雄弁に
question.
物語っている。
Instead of being sad when her friend died, she buried her friend under the earthquake memorial, and then told everyone that her dead friend was Minamisawa Senri. And then she began a second life as the bright, cheerful girl who everyone loved. Sarika's voice echoed in my head. So she really was. You'll believe me, won't you? Why? What the hell? She told me to believe her. Why did she tell me to believe her?
おい、宮代君。
Hey, Miyashita-kun,
よく顔色が
you're
悪いが
looking pale.
大丈夫
Are
か？
you okay? Yes.
とりあえず
Anyway,
この結果につ
about
いて
these
だが、
results.
それなんですか？
About that.
どうするか
Can you let me
少し
handle
の
this
間
for a while?
僕に預けてくれませんか？
そう言うだろ
I
うと
thought
思
you'd
った
say
よ。
that.
すみ
I'm
ません。
sorry.
まあいいさ。
No, it's alright.
だが、
But I can't
そ
just
のまま
ignore
にしてお
this.
くわけにも
When
い
the
かない。
time comes, I'm
いず
going
れ
to have
時
to
が
take
来たら
action.
きちんと処置は取らせてもらうからな。
はい。
Alright.
やれやれ。
Sheesh.
俺も
I'm
とん
such
だ
a
お人よしだ
softie.
な。
Shijo-san kept talking after that, but I couldn't hear a single word he said. And I could sense with some dark thing sinking into the pit of my stomach. I staggered back home like a zombie in a graveyard. The lead weight in my stomach got heavier. And there was a feeling inside me that I didn't recognize at all. Oh, welcome back, Takeru. Where did you go? Nana was smiling at me like always. But I could tell that she was trying to judge my mood. And that only upset me more. It was so obvious now that... It was so obvious now what she was afraid of.
Takeru?
Kurisu no. And the person I always thought was Kurisu no. And the girl I always thought of was my stepsister. And in reality... This girl is actually...
Hey, Takeru.
Hey, Takeru, what's wrong? Are you not feeling well? My ears started to ring as she spoke. Lumps of emotion collided and fought within me. What's wrong, big bro? Are you sick? Should I lay out a futon?
いや、
No.
それより
Why don't you two go play
二人
outside?
はちょっと外で遊んできてくれないか？
Huh? Outside? You didn't care for that sound? Yeah, that's fair. I don't think you're supposed to like it. Can we? Wait, Takeru, what are you saying? Serika was just here. We can't send them outside alone. It's too dangerous.
アパートの近く
We'll
な
be
ら
fine
大
as
丈夫だ
long
ろ
as they stay near the
その代わり
apartment.
何かあっ
If
たら
anything
思い出すん
happens,
だ。
yeah.
いいな。
Got it?
うん。
Okay,
わかったよ。
got it.
ウキ
Uki,
姉ちゃん
let's go.
行こう。
Yeah.
あ、ちょっと。
Hey, wait. Thank you for your contribution to the challenge. We've been so insistent that they'd stay inside that they were... We've been so insistent that they stay inside that they were probably eager for any chance to get out. And they were gone before Nono could even finish her sentence. That's fair.
ちょっとタクル
Hey,
どういう
Takeru, what are you...
お前に
I
話
need
が
to
あるん
talk
だ
to you
よ
alone,
クリ
Kurisu.
ス
Kurisu's expression tensed when she heard what I'd called her. I had to say it. Sorry, what did he say? Ah, yeah, just Kurisu. Okay. I had to ask. I had to know. If we were going to stay like this. If Kurisu was going to stay Kurisu. If we were going to be a family. It was best that I didn't ask. However,
ついさっき
it just meant that's
新庄さん
Shinjo-san.
に会ってきた
新庄
That's
さんに
Shinjo-san.
ど
How
うして
come?
調べて
I
もら
had
った
him
ん
look
だよ
into Minamisawa Senri's death.
南沢千里の死について
I thought she'd get angry or be surprised. But she listened to my words without changing her expression at all.
ここに
I have the results of the DNA
DNA
test
鑑定
right
の
here
結果がある
for the body that we thought was
南
Minamisawa
沢千里だと
Senri.
思われていた遺体の
I tossed the brown envelope on the table. But Kurisu didn't move to pick it up. She just said 2 words.
そう
I see. And that was all. Why did you do that? Why did you do that when you told me to... when you told me you believed me? I was expecting her to say that. But she didn't. Instead, I was the one who spoke.
どうして
Why?
どうして言い
Why
訳
aren't
し
you
ないんだ
making
よ
excuses?
ど
Why
うして
aren't you
否定しないん
denying
だ
it?
よ
だって
Because
タクル
you
の
already
中
have
で
your
も
answer,
う結論は
don't
出てるん
you?
でしょ
だけど
Come on,
否定してくれ
deny
よ
it. Tell me
違う
I'm
って言
wrong.
ってくれよ
You're practically
それじゃ
admitting it.
認めたみたいじゃないか
Even if she denied it, it wouldn't change a thing. I'd probably get mad that she was still lying. But even if I knew it didn't make sense, I still wanted her to say it was wrong. I wanted her to deny it. I still held on to a sliver of hope. I wanted to cling to the slightest chance that she had something that would make me think the DNA test was wrong. But instead, all she said was,
ごめん
I'm sorry. In other words, she admitted it. She admitted she wasn't really Kurisu Nono. I took my anger out on the table in front of me.
なんだよ
What the hell?
それなんなんだよ
What
そ
the
れ
hell do you mean?
どう
What
いう
does
こと
that
なんだよ
mean?
落ち着いて
Calm down,
タクル
Takeru.
これが
What the
落ち着
hell
い
am
た
I
なんて
sup-
いられる
Or
か
how the hell am I supposed to calm down?
お願い話を
Please,
聞いて
listen to me.
嘘
It was all a lie, wasn't it?
最初から
From
全
the
部嘘
start.
だったんだ
It was a lie when you said we were a family. It was a lie when you said you cared about me.
タク
家族の
No
間
secrets
で
between
隠し事は
family
なし
members. How could you ever say that when you were lying about your own goddamn name?
よくそんなこと言えたもんだよ
違うの
That's
タ
not
クル
true, Takeru.
違う
It's not.
何が違
Oh,
うん
it's
だよ
not true.
何
Tell
が違う
me.
って言うんだよ
私だって
I didn't mean to
騙
deceive
すつ
you.
もりはなかっ
I
たのよ
didn't mean to lie
嘘
to
を
you.
つくつもりなんてなかったでも
But
あなたと
when
出
I
会った
met
時に
you,
は
I was
私は
already
もう
Kurisu Nono.
クルスノノだったからもう二度
I
と
never wanted to go back
南
to
沢
being
千里には戻り
Minamisawa
たくなかっ
Senri.
た
I didn't want you to hate me.
嫌われたくなかったからだから
Kurisu was forcing the words out.
でも
But I
騙
didn't
そう
try
と
to
したんじゃない
deceive you. It hurt me the
本
whole
当はずっ
time.
と苦しか
I
った
wanted to tell you that I
私は
wasn't really
本
Kurisu
当はクルスノ
Nono.
ノじゃないそう言いたかったでも
But
そ
I
れが
thought
分かっ
if
た
you
ら
knew that I'd
今の
lose the
生活
life
が
I
失
now
われるっ
had.
て。明るくて
If you knew
誰
I
からも好
wasn't
かれる
Kurisu
クルスノ
Nono,
ノじゃ
the
なく、
cheerful girl that everyone
人気で
loved,
君
but that
の
I
悪
was
い
really the
南沢
gloom,
千里だっ
creepy
て分か
Minami
ったら
Sawa Senri instead.
タ
I
クル
thought
に
you'd hate
嫌われ
me.
るって。そう思
When I
うと
thought
怖く
about
て
that, I was too scared to tell you the truth.
騙そうだな
I
んてそん
didn't
なこ
try to
と。
lie to you.
そ
If
れだけ
nothing
は
else, I
信
want
じ
you
て
to
ほしい。
believe that.
信じて
And you
ほ
want me
しい
to believe? And those words shook me even more. You want me to believe you? I lost the ability to control myself. I lost the ability to control what I was saying. You were the one who betrayed me. You did the exact same thing with the truth about my mom and dad. You lied to me the whole time. You said you'd never do that again. But it was really just another lie, wasn't it?
それは
That's...
家族の
You
間
said
で
that
隠
our
し事
family
をし
wouldn't
ない
keep any more
そう言っ
secrets,
て自
but
分
you
は
kept
一
the
番
most
大事な
important
ことを
secret
隠
you
して
could.
それで
You
信
know,
じ
you
ら
want
れ
me
る
to
わけ
believe you?
信
I
じられ
can't
るわけ
believe
ない
you.
だろ
I can't believe anything you say now.
今さら何も信じられるわけない
Kurisu's eyes were overflowing with tears. But I couldn't stop myself from speaking.
なんだ
So
よ
what now?
信
Are
じ
you
合う
going
の
to
が
tell me
家
a
族とでも
family's
言
supposed
い
to
たいの
believe in
か
each other?
だった
That
ら
we're not a
僕たちはもう
family
家
anymore,
族
are
じゃない
we?
二度
Never
と家
pretend
族
you're
面
part of
しな
my
いでよ
family again. Oh, he's gonna regret saying that one. I just know it. I let it all out. And I was done. And there was nothing left but emptiness. And even after that, I still couldn't forgive her. Her tears, her words, they all seemed like lies. And so,
ごめん
I'm
なさい。
so sorry. I watched as Kurisu turned and ran out of the room, but I didn't try to stop her. Zoom it all! Smashing my fist into the table wasn't going to change anything. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it! And when I slammed my fist into it over and over again anyway. What the hell is this? What the hell is all of this happening?
でこんなことに
Tsurika had betrayed me. Kurisu had lied to me. Everything I had, everything I thought I had was turning against me. It was laughing at me as it fled away. I didn't know what to believe anymore. I didn't have anything left to believe in. Tsurika said she'd committed all those murders for me. Kurisu said she didn't want me to find out about her secret.
なんだよ
Why?
それじゃ
Why is all of this just my
元を
fault
正せば
then?
全て僕のせいじゃないか
I wished for a case that would shake the whole world. I wished for a family. That's how all of this happened, right?
なんだ
So that's it.
そっか悪いのは
It's all my fault.
僕だ
It's my fault for being here. It's me who always making everyone around me miserable. And the victims of the return of the new gen madness. Yui, Dad, Ito, Surika, Kurisu. It's all my fault. Maybe I should just go away. Maybe I should just go and disappear forever.
頼むよ
Please,
誰でもいい
anyone night.
僕
I don't care who.
僕
Come kill
消して
me.
くれこの世から
Just come
僕を
kill me. Please.
消してくれ聞いてる
You're
んだ
listening, right?
お
Oh
の
no
え
way. That's my wish.
それが僕の
So-
願いだだから
Hi, Peachy. What timing? Thank you for the 34-month resub. Jesus Christ, that's crazy. No, that's actually insane, huh? I guess it will be my 3rd affiliate anniversary later this year, huh? Fuck. The passage of time. Benui, indeed. Hello. Thank you for the daily offering as well. You haven't missed too much. Thinking, Oh no, Peachy became schmo. Starts meowing elixir, let's go. Right, catching up Peachy. Main things he missed were, Shinjo giving forensics to Takuru, confirming that yes, in fact, genetically, that it wasn't Minamisawa dead, it was Kurisu, and, Takuru just confronted Kurisu about that, and told her to never be part of, well, never call herself part of his family ever again, which I'm sure he will regret saying. She went off, the kiddos were playing outside before that so they could talk one-on-one, and now Takuru just wants to die. Yeah. There's your synopsis of what just happened. I suddenly heard someone open the door and run into the room. Was it Sarika? Here to grant my wish.
タクル兄ちゃん
Mick bro.
今
No san just
のの姉ちゃんと
did something happen with big sis?
タクルさん
And the two of them were looking at me, concerned. I mean, but I didn't have the energy to answer them. Kurisu didn't come back to the apartment that night. November 22nd, 2015, Sunday. What am I doing? The rain had started to fall. The next thing I knew, I'd come here. I changed out of my wet clothes and into the old uniform I kept in the back of the dresser, and looked around the room once more. They had closed the place down, but they hadn't changed the locks or put a chain on the door. And the spare key was in its usual place. They should have just let us stay here for a while longer then. If they did, maybe this wouldn't have happened. I desperately tried to drive the thoughts from my mind once more. Anyway, thanks to the key, I made it inside easily. I knew I was wrong, but I'd come here anyway. I had 2 memories here. I needed to come here to say goodbye to my past. All the furniture was still here too. It was pretty much the same as when we'd lived here. But since there was no one to clean it, dust had built up on the shelves, tables, and floors. I softly ran my hand along the desk, and a streak of brown appeared under a thin layer of white. Who would have thought it would get so dusty if no one was here for such a short time? And the day we left, it had felt like we were never coming back, and I'd been terribly sad.
ただいま
I'm home, I whispered softly. And of course, no one answered. The place was empty. But still, this is where everything I had was kept. Everything I had is Kurisu no. I hated myself, and the person named Minamisawa Sunri. I'd always been alone, ever since I was a kid. At recess time and daycare, everyone would go out to the playground and play on the swings and slide. But I liked to stay indoors and read books. No, I didn't actually like it. I just pretended I did so I wouldn't have to interact with other people. Even at a young age, I already thought that any interactions with other people would just bring me pain and sorrow. And that didn't change in elementary school. And instead of changing, my introverted personality only got worse. Now, after having lived as Kurisunono for years, I knew if a person tries to stay in their shell, no one will ever try to get close to them. Why would they? They have lots of other, more fun things to do. They have lots of other, more fun friends to spend time with. And that's why I was always alone. But that didn't mean I was bullied. For as long as I could remember, I'd always been worried about what other people thought of me. I was good at avoiding becoming a target. I tried my best not to stand out. I tried my best not to make anyone mad. And that was my life. But I still hated myself. I hated the girl named Minamisawa Senri. One day, I talked to my mom about how I felt.
お母さん、
Mom, I want to be friends with everybody.
もっとみんなと仲良くなれるようになりたい。友達が
I
た
want
く
to
さん
have
で
a
きる。
personality that'll let me make lots
そん
of
な性格に
friends.
なりたい。
Thinking back, that was my first mistake. That was when my own personal hell began. Mom took me to a lab. She told me if I went there, they'd fix my shy personality. Oh, buddy. It was a lab that was affiliated with a pharmaceutical firm that my dad worked for, and had deep ties to the weird cult that my mom believed in. So she was always going to be screwed over based off of that. At first, it was just simple psychological tests. All the doctors there were nice. When the tests finished, they gave me candy. I started to look forward to going there. Oh no. I was a child. I was a fool. At first, Dad was opposed to me going there, but after a while, he almost never came home anymore. Oof. Mom said he was busy with work. And then the experiments began to get more serious. And they would force my eyes to stay open as they showed me all kinds of weird images. They made me listen to this weird, creepy static for hours. Hot things, cold things, sour things, spicy things, nasty things, nasty things, nasty things. Painful things, 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 painful things. Again and again and again. And they put weird machines on my head. Oh, sick a few days ago, dry cough, nose runny. Man, they really nailed that doctor handwriting hard to read. And they put weird machines on my head. They gave me drugs. They gave me dozens of shots in my arms. When my left arm turned purple, they'd use the right. When the right arm turned purple, they used the left again. No matter how much I cried and screamed, no matter how much I said I didn't want to go, Mom told me it was my task in life to go there and be experimented on. What they were doing there was special. I was chosen, so I couldn't tell anyone else. That's what she said. Mom wouldn't listen, no matter what I said. But Dad, maybe Dad would. I longed to meet my father. And then one day, I saw him in the middle of an experiment. When I finally saw my father again, he was like a different person. Not the way he looked, and the way he felt. Before, he'd been so opposed to me going to that facility, but now he said the experiments were for my own good. I was a small child with nothing left to believe in. And drugs ruined my skin. My hair would fall out sometimes too. I lost a few friends I'd had. And then one day, the scientists were all very happy with the results of the experiment. Dad was happy too. I didn't care. I just wanted to get away. And then the experiments got even worse. And they gave me shots. My whole body hurt. I thought I might die. They fought back. And they tied me to a chair. And they put a weird device on my mouth. I couldn't even say it hurt anymore. And then I thought I saw someone looking at me from the door.
助けて。
Save me.
誰か見てる。
If someone's looking,
お願
now
い。
please, save me.
助けて。
Please. There was no one to hear my voice. No one came to save me. I fell into despair. Despair at the past, despair at the present, despair at the future. And there's no hope there. Only pain and suffering.
生きるのがこんなに
If
辛い
living
な
is this
ら
painful, then I don't want to live
私は
anymore.
もう生きていたくなんてない。
I truly wished for death. And then it happened. She spoke to me for the first time.
大丈夫？
Are you okay?
え？
Huh?
顔色
You're
悪い
not
よ。
looking good.
保健
Want
室
to go
行
to
く？
the nurse's office?
どうしたの？
What's wrong?
うん。
No.
大
I'm
丈
fine.
夫。本当？
Really?
うん。
Mm-hmm.
私、クルス
I'm
な
Kusi
の。
Nono.
あなた
What's your
は？
name?
南沢千里。千里だね。
Sunny, huh?
よろし
Nice
く。
to meet you.
よろし
Nice
く。
to meet you.
クルスさん。
Kurusu-san.
ノノでいいよ。
Call me Nono.
みんなそう
Everyone
呼んでるし。
does.
ノノ？
Yeah. She was the single ray of light in my dark life. Nana-chan was always cheerful and smiling. She was nice to everyone. And there was always a circle of people around her. I couldn't bring myself to try and join that circle. I just had to sit there and watch. Me when Peachy's being surrounded by a bunch of people in public, namely cons. But whenever I did,
千里ちゃんもおいでよ。
Senri,
一緒に
come join
遊ぼう。
us. Let's all play. And she would shout to me. I could see the people around her frown. And Nana-chan must have known too. Some of them would just walk away when I went to join the group.
いいよ、そう
And
いう
just
人は
ignore
放
those
って
guys.
おけば。
They don't matter.
だって
We're
私た
friends,
ち
aren't we?
お友達でしょ？友達？
Friends? You
私とノノちゃ
and
ん
me?
が？
Huh?
千里ちゃ
You
ん
don't
は
think
そう
so,
思ってくれないの？
Senri-chan?
うん。
No,
そうじゃ
that's
ない
not it.
けど、
Can I really be your friend?
いいの？何言ってるの？
Of course you
当たり前じゃ
can.
ない。
Of course I could. Those words made me so happy. And they kept me going. They saved me. Nana-chan was cute and popular with the boys. Kawaharu-kun and the other boys would gather around her. They were all after Nana-chan. I knew they didn't like me. Sometimes they'd say that the only reason I existed was to make her look better. But I didn't care. I knew Nona-chan didn't think that way. One day, Nona-chan asked me a question. Sanri-chan, why do you always go home early? I had no idea what to say. By that time, they were doing the experiments on weekdays too. I was going to a weird place where they did creepy experiments. Mom had told me not to tell anyone, but if I told her, she might think I was weird, but maybe I could tell her. It's just me and Mom at home. So on my days off, I have to do chores all day. Huh? I was surprised. Nana-chan had always seemed so happy. I didn't know she had any problems at all. Maybe it's the same for you. Oh. Yeah. Maybe Nana-chan felt bad for me. When I thought about that, I couldn't tell her the truth. And it made me feel a little better to think that I wasn't the only one suffering. And then I started to hate myself. Nana-chan was honestly worried about me. So how could I feel that way? But still, I was jealous of Nana-chan. She was cheerful, pretty, smart, and everyone liked her. I looked up to her more with each passing day. I started to wish that I could become Nana-chan. But that was never going to happen. The more I started to feel that way, the worse the experiments got. I never told anyone, but somehow, word started to go around that I was going to some weird lab. My skin dried and cracked, my hair fell out. Eventually, I stopped being able to move my legs like I wanted to. And then came the day of November 6th, 2009. I was undergoing another painful experiment that day. On my way back, I became very dizzy and collapsed. I thought it was a side effect of the drugs they'd just given me. But it wasn't. And everyone on the streets of Shibuya had fallen over and was crawling on the ground like me. And the buildings collapsed. The trees on the side of the road fell over. Cars and trucks lost control and collided. The whole city turned into hell in an instant. I didn't know what had happened. The experiments had caused my legs to shrivel up, and I couldn't walk right. Someone in the fleeing crowd pushed me over, and I had to drag my wounded body home. Mom was dead. It had happened so fast. She had that same self-satisfied smile on her face that she always had. This is for your sake. This is the sign of your faith. Those were the words she'd always said when she made me suffer. And now she was gone from the world without suffering at all. I felt a feeling that I never felt before. It wasn't sorrow or loss. A while later, someone came from the facility to tell me that Dad had died as well. He'd been unlucky enough to be in Shibuya for a meeting during the earthquake. I still didn't feel sad. At the same time, the people from the facility told me to evacuate to the hospital. They've been showing me these strange pictures and said they'd seen some kind of symptoms develop. They didn't want to lose a valuable guinea pig. Even with all that was going on, I could tell what they were thinking. Mom was dead. Dad was dead. Did I still have to undergo more experiments? Did I still have to suffer? There was nothing left to tie me down anymore. I smacked away the big hand that reached out for me and ran. I kept running, not even knowing where I was going. I still didn't know how I ran on those weak legs, but somehow I found the strength. I didn't want to go back to that lab. Ever. That was enough to keep me going. And after I turned down many corners and scrambled over a bunch of rubble, I found her. Even buried in the rubble, she was beautiful.
センリちゃん。ののちゃん、
Nona-chan,
大丈
are
夫？
you okay?
今
I'll save
助けて
you.
あげるからね。
I couldn't just let her die. Nona-chan was my best friend. And more than anything, she was the person I wished I could be. She died here. I'd have nothing left to live for. I desperately tried to move the rubble off her and save her. But I was too weak. That's right. There was nothing I could do. I didn't want to abandon her. There was just nothing I could do.
痛い。
It hurts. It hurts, Honey-chan.
センリちゃん。
As more time passed, blood started to trickle out through the rubble, and her voice began to get smaller.
お母さん、
Mom.
お母さん
Where's
は。
Mom? I looked around and saw a grown-up's feet poking out from under the rubble behind her. They seemed like a woman's feet.
お母さんなら
Your mom is
無事よ。
just fine. I'm
よかっ
glad.
た。だから、
So
Nona-chan
you'll
も
be fine too, Nona-chan.
センリ
Sunny-chan.
ちゃん。
Nona-chan grabbed my arm. Her hand was surprisingly cold.
いや、
No, I don't want
私、
to die.
死
I
に
don't want to die.
死にたくないよ。ののちゃん、ごめんね。
I'm sorry, Mom.
お母さん。私、
I can't. And tears poured down her face as she slowly closed her eyes.
ののちゃん、
And the strength left her hand.
ののちゃん。あ、ののちゃん。ののちゃん。
No matter how much I cried, no matter how hard I hit her cheek, she wouldn't move anymore. Hello, Catman. Welcome on in. I cried. Nona-chan's death meant the death of the person I looked up to. It meant the death of my hope. It may as well have meant my own death.
ののちゃん。私、
I wanted to be
の
you.
のちゃんになりたかった。
Even in death, she was pretty. But what about me? My hair was a mess. My face was covered with soot. I must have a cut on my face somewhere, too.
どうせ死ぬなら
If someone was going to die, it should have been
私
me.
が死ねばよかったんだ。 ののちゃんの代わり
I
に
should have died. Instead of Nona-chan.
私が死んでしまえばよかったんだ。
And then I saw something strange. It was like the wings of a huge bird soaring through the skies. And the hands of a holy mother, coupled in prayer. Organic, yet inorganic. And I was so entranced by it that I didn't even realize that someone had come up to me. And did you see a little girl around here? She was about your age, looks kind of gloomy. It was one of the men who'd come to take me to the lab. And I didn't say anything. He sighed and walked off. It didn't make sense. Weren't they looking for me? I got in surprise at something I saw in the corner of my eye. It was a piece of glass embedded in the wall of a collapsed building. I could see Nono-chan reflected on the pieces. But Nono-chan was right at my feet. The Nono-chan in the glass was looking at me in surprise. I took a step closer, and so did the girl in the glass. I tilted my head, and so did Nono-chan. No way.
嘘。
I turned into Nono-chan. I looked around for something else that would show my reflection. I picked Nono-chan's phone off the ground and used it to take a picture of myself. And it was Nono-chan. I couldn't believe it, but that was reality.
私が
I'm Nono-chan.
ののちゃん。
What had happened? Did it have something to do with that headache? Or that weird sword I'd seen? Maybe it was because of those awful experiments. But it didn't matter.
このまま
If I can just become
の
Nono-chan.
なれば
If I could just become Nono-chan, I wouldn't have to do any more experiments ever again. I'd be free of the chains of pain, sorrow, and loneliness that bound me to Miyazawa Senri. I could spread my wings as Kurisu Nono and fly off into a beautiful blue sky. The flames were already spreading from the collapsed building. Nono-chan. I'm sorry.
ごめんね。
I'm sorry.
ごめん。
I apologized again and again as I dragged Nono-chan's body out of the rubble and put it in the fire. The smell of burning hair and flesh stung my nostrils, and it was only then that I realized what I was doing. I quickly tried to grab her body and pull her out, but it was too late. Soon her body had turned to black ash, and I passed out. When I woke up at the hospital, a new life as Kurisu Nono awaited me. All my classmates, including Kawahara-kun, came to visit me. They were nicer to me than they'd ever been to Minamisawa Senri. Unfortunately, nobody questioned if I was really Kurisu Nono. Nono-chan had been buried as Minamisawa Senri, based on what I had told the police. Even in that unprecedented disaster, I still thought they might get more suspicious. I was astonished at how easy it was. For a while afterward, I felt guilty at how worried everyone was about me. I was terrified they'd find out. My personality, in particular, wasn't something I could quickly change. I'm sure a lot of things I said struck people as wrong. But time was on my side. Everyone simply decided that I was traumatized by the loss of my mother and friend, and were actually even nicer to me. And at some point, I got used to pretending to be Kurisu Nono. I mastered the role and stopped feeling guilty. Soon, I really was Kurisu Nono. That was about the first time I saw the boy in a coma named Miyashiro Takeru. After that, I was taken in by Alba Dorm. Then Yui and Yuto came. Takeru came too, still in his coma. I took care of him every day. I nursed him back to health. We fought. Not long after, we opened up to one another. And we became a family. Takeru left the dorm. We became a family again. We stopped being a family. And in the end, I stopped being Kurisu Nono. I was back to being Minamisawa Senri, the girl who lied to her family for years. But
じゃあ
what else was I
私はどう
supposed to
すればよ
do?
かったの？
Was I supposed to go back to the lab as Minamisawa Senri? Be experimented on as a giglomaniac? Spend my entire life suffering in that dark, damp building without anyone ever loving me? And dying as a guinea pig with no happy memories, no warmth at all? Was that what I was supposed to do?
だったら私は
So,
何
then
の
why
ため
was I
に生まれ
even
てきたの
born? I wanted to live. I wanted to be happy. That was all.
私だって
I knew it too.
分かってたよ
I knew that it was all a lie. All the smiles, all the kindness, all the friendship, they were all for Nono-chan. They weren't for me. They weren't for Minamisawa Senri. Nakuru's voice echoed in my mind. It was all a lie, wasn't it? Right from the start. It was a lie when you said we were a family. It was a lie when you said you cared about me. I can't believe you. I can't believe anything you say now. If you knew the real me, if you knew Minamisawa Senri, would he accept me?
ねえタクル
Tell me, Takuru,
私はど
what am
う
I
すればいい
supposed
の
to do?
これから
What am I supposed to do
どうすれば
now?
いいのかな
What could I do now? What was important to me?
私は
I... I took a bite out of a simple meal of margarine and toast. And there was nothing else. And there wasn't the usual meal of crisp lettuce or juicy tomatoes or tasty hot dogs or eggs cooked just the way we liked them. Just plain toast and milk. Nito was ignoring the toast before him and watching me carefully. He timidly opened his mouth.
ねえ
Hey,
タクル
big
兄
bro.
ちゃん
I knew exactly what he was going to say before he said it.
のの姉ち
Where
ゃん
did Big Sis
ど
go?
こ行っちゃったの
He'd asked me that many times over the last day.
だから
And I told you.
友
She went
達
to
のと
stay
ころ
with
に
the
泊まりに
friend.
行ったって。
嘘だ
You're
よ
lying. Nito cut me off before I could finish.
そんな
And
の
that's a
嘘だよ
lie. Big Sis wouldn't go over to a friend's house without saying
僕たち
anything
に
to
何も言わ
us.
ずに友達のところに泊まりに行くなんてそんなのゆうとくん
I didn't expect them to believe it either. But I wasn't sure if I could tell them the truth. Even if I did, they wouldn't believe it. How could I expect them to believe that she was actually a girl named Minamisawa Senri who had taken Kurisuno's place using something called Giglomaniac powers? It was much better not to tell them the truth.
知らせずにいた。
It's better not to tell them. That's right. There was nothing I could do. If the truth wasn't going to make anyone happy, it was better not to tell them. No secrets. That was just a means to an end. I knew that. But I still couldn't accept it. As a family, we had nothing strong to bind us together. We were just a group of people living under the same roof. And that promise had been a symbol of what bound us as a family. That was all. That's why I didn't want to accept it. I didn't want to accept that she'd lied to me.
ね
Hey,
Takuro
big
兄ちゃん
bro.
えどうし
Why are
て
you
嘘
lying?
つくの
That's right. I was lying to Ito and Yamazoe. Did I have the right to criticize Nono? To criticize Minamisawa Senri? Did I have the right to live with them as a family?
タクル兄
Big
ちゃんって
bro.
ば。
Shut up. I said Kurisu went
友
to
達
a
のところ
friend's
に泊まりに行っ
house.
たって言ってるだろ。
I stood up and headed for the door.
タクルさん、どこ
Where are
へ？
you going?
タクル兄ちゃん。
Big bro. I shut the front door as if to block off his cries. Outside, it looked like it was about to rain. Of course, I hadn't brought an umbrella. And even if I did, I wouldn't feel like using it. What was Kurisu doing? Was she keeping out of the rain? I laughed a little. She was always the one who told me to take an umbrella when I went out. I don't think I came here because I thought Kurisu would be here. But maybe, just maybe, a part of me did. I was the one who told her that we weren't family. But maybe I came here anyway. Because I was seeking some small piece of what we had before. Kurisu wasn't here. But there were still signs of her warmth. Her room hadn't changed a bit since the first time I'd come to the dorm. And there was just a few more things in it. Kurisu never spent any money on herself. Of course, part of the reason was that we didn't have any money, but even when we did, she would use it on me, Yubi, Yuto, or Dad. Lately, I told her to get herself some nice jewelry or something. She said she didn't need it. I'm Kurisu Nono. Call me Nono. Nice to meet you, Takeru. What's wrong? Where's your answer? Don't act like we're friends. We just met. Only Dokyuns call each other by their first names after they just met. Oh, Takeru.
それじゃまるでドキュンみたいじゃないか。
まったく。
Sheesh.
あなた。
You don't have any friends, do you? If you think that way, you'll never make any friends. Nobody has to. I don't need friends. And also, I am not acting like we're friends. I am being friendly. From now on, we're family. So of course I'm going to be friendly to you. What is going on here? They're just making noises at each other with ellipses as the fucking dialogue box. Or are you just staring at me? If you're going to stare, you can help. Are you having fun watching me try to get dressed and fail? I bet it's hilarious watching how I can't even pick up the shirt I dropped off the ground. Damn it. I used to be able to do this before the earthquake. So why can't I do it? Why? Takeru learning in real time that disability is disabling. Ellipsing at each other while making direct eye contact. Date, please. Are you done? I want to help you, but remember what Dad said? You need to start by learning how to do your daily activities on your own. It may hurt now, but everything you do now will help you in the future. So let's try it again, okay?
でも
But don't worry, I'll be with you the whole time. You did it. You did it, Takaru. She can use chopsticks now. I get it. Get off me. I almost choked. Oh, sorry. I was just so happy. I'm just eating a meal on my own. It's not that big of a deal, no. No, it is a big deal. I know how hard you worked at your physical therapy to get to this point. Congratulations, Sakaru. You worked so hard. Come on, line up. Is this about right? Yeah, Yuto. Get a little closer to the middle. You go in the open space, Dad. Okay, let's do this then. Oh, wait. What is it, Takaru? Can I take a photo with my phone too? Just one. Sure, hurry up. If you hit this button and it starts the timer. Where? Are you done yet? I'm gonna be late to meet my friend. No, it's fine. I'll do it myself. You get back over there, Dad. Okay. He took over for you. Jeez. I just can't handle these new machines. Alright, here we go. The red lights started flashing. Takaru, hurry. I know. Come on, everyone, smile. We really were a family. We may not have been related by blood, but as long as we were together, no matter what anyone said, we were a family. Listen, we don't keep secrets. We may not be related by blood, but we're more of a family than any real family. Not a gambling ad. No. And she used to say that all the time. What has she been thinking when she said those words? Blech. And then I saw what looked like a tiny piece of paper under the bed. I reached my hand under and picked it out. It was a picture. And there were 2 girls and a boy. And the boy was Kawahara-kun. Welcome back from your ads, Sage. Sorry you got a gambling ad. Kurisunona was in the middle, smiling. And off to the side was another girl. Her face was scribbled out. Say me. was the girl we'd seen in the lab. It was the girl who'd begged us for help. If every day was like that for her. I couldn't bear to stay in Curtis's room anymore, so I left. I went outside, but stopped when I heard someone below the stairs. I thought it might be Kurisu, but it wasn't.
Miyashiro.
Hi. What you doing here? Kawahara-kun saw me. His face tensed up as he approached.
Kawahara-kun.
What are you? Oh, okay. He suddenly grabbed me by the collar and slammed me into the wall. What are you? What's going on? What do you mean? Don't try to lie to me. I'm asking you why Kurisu disappeared. But how did you? I went to your home. That doesn't matter. Where did Kurisu go? But he's like, I was stalking, but like, you know, where is she anyway? He'd probably gone to the apartment and gone in and out of Yuto or Yamazoe. I was worried that he might have scared Yuto, but he pulled tighter on my collar and I couldn't speak. Mishiro, remember what I said before, right? I said if anything happened to Kurisu, you'd regret it. Don't tell me you forgot. He did say that. But this has nothing to do with you, Kawahara-kun. What? This is a family problem. It has nothing to do with you. You know what, Kawahara usually is in the wrong, but, you know, I can't fault him for that particular punch, you know? His fist hit my face several times before I could finish my sentence. Shut the hell up! I was terrified when I saw how bloodshot his eyes were. Family? It's got nothing to do with me? If you ask me, it's got nothing to do with you. And now I'm in disagreement with him again. This time he kicked me, and I fell backward into a puddle of water. Honestly, a reasonable crash out. Ugh. Another sharp kick landed as I tried to stagger back to my feet. It hit me in the solar plexus and knocked all of the air out of my lungs. I spent so much more time with Kurisu than you ever did. And then you come along and try to take her away from me. Family, with a guy like you? Don't make me laugh. Kurisu just said you were her little brother because she took pity on you. Kawahara, women have autonomy, you know? Yeah, they do. Especially women that you're not even dating. Like, buddy. You took it seriously. Oh, is it not my problem? His fist cut through the air and smashed into my cheek again. I smelled something strange in the back of my nose as the flesh from my cheek dug into my face. Ellipsis. I didn't care if he was hitting me. No. It was the cause of the return of the new gen madness. Or I was the cause of the return of the new gen madness. And I hurt Kurisu, Minamisawa, in a fit of rage. Maybe I deserved it. You deserve maybe a punch or two, not this complete beatdown. But even so, it still pissed me off that I couldn't fight back. What's so funny? Nothing. Just what? What is it, huh? Say it. Say it! Say it, punch. God damn. Just like I thought. And the slightest provocation set him off. It was just a sign of how stupid he was. What's wrong? If you're not going to say it, I'll hit you again. Fine. If you really want to know, I'll tell you. Each time I spoke, I tasted something metallic in my mouth, but I kept speaking anyway. Kurisu doesn't give a damn about you. What? Actually, I think she hates you. What the hell are you talking about? Did she tell you that? No. But I can't. What the hell? Don't lie when you don't even have any proof. Is this your way of trying to get back at me? On my chest, on my sides, on my back. I've got... Huh? Then tell me! It must have bothered him, because once I started to talk, he stopped hitting me. He was a small man. You hated Minamisawa-san, right? Minamisawa? Of course. Anybody would hate that creepy girl. Who cares? Her best friend. Like, ignoring the whole Minamisawa is Kurisu right now. Her best friend would fucking care. Kurisu knew all about how much you hated her. Do you think she trusts someone like that? You're the one who she was only friends with out of pity. Bastard! Pity? Don't you dare lie to me. I mean, you're the one projecting, buddy. Get a mirror. At this point, I was basically a punching bag. Before this point, you were basically a punching bag. It felt like burning irons were being pressed all over my body. My sense of balance was thrown off, and the pain kept me from thinking. Everything stopped seeming real. I started losing the ability to think clearly. Maybe it would be better if I just... Wow, Buddy even spat on him. Kawahara-kun spat on my cheek, but the rain washed it away. Yay, rain! What? Are you... done already? I forced myself to stand through the pain. Me on a daily basis. You're still... What's wrong? I'm still alive. Why not just
殺してくれよ。
何
what?
ほら、
Come on.
僕が
You hate
憎い
me,
んだろ。
right?
ムカつ
Piss
くん
you
だ。
off, right?
だったら殺
Then
せばいい
just
じゃ
kill
ないか。
me.
ほら、
Come on.
僕は抵抗なんてしない。
That's right. This is all my fault. What happened with Serika? What happened with the murders?
殺せ、
Kill me.
殺せ
Kill
よ。
me.
ほ
Come
ら、
on. Just kill me, damn it. And what happened with Kurisu? So,
殺して。
kill me. Please. What the hell?
いきなり
You're crazy. Rich coming from
どうかしてるよ。
him.
お前
He does look pretty puppy when he makes that, like, concerned face, though, I will say that. Anyways. A strange, nervous smile formed on his face as I approached him, and then he turned around and fled into the pouring rain. After I couldn't see him anymore, I fell to my knees on the ground. I spit up a hunk of blood, and then let the rain fall down from the dull gray silent sky. Skylent, Why? Why didn't he kill me? Kawahara-kun sucks, but is no murderer. That's all. I never should have been born in the first place. If Kawahara was the main character of his own game, we'd probably be going on about how he's a grumpy pup that we could fix. Heh, fix. Yeah, you're right. I do have like a bit of a soft spot for him too, just because his voice actor is like another character in a different series that I care about, so it'd be that way. And if I hadn't, then none of this ever would have happened. Yui and Dad would still be alive. Surika wouldn't have hurt anyone. And she would have been able to start her new life as Kurisu no. If it wasn't for me.
わかった。
Alright,
あなたの
if
その
that's your
望み
wish, I'll
叶え
grant
てあげ
it.
る。
I felt something freezing cold and sharp on my neck. I didn't have to turn around to see who it was.
おのえ。
タク、
And then it was behind me, smiling happily as she put the blade up to my neck.
やっと言ってく
You
れた
finally
ね。
said what you really
タク
wished
の
for,
本
huh?
当の望み。
おのえ。
Oh no.
い
How
つか
long
ら
have
そ
you
こに。
been there?
ずっとい
The
たよ。
whole time.
私
I'm
は
always
タ
with
ク
you.
と一緒だもん。
Always have been.
子
Ever
供の
since you were
頃から
kids,
そ
you
うだっ
know?
たでしょ。いつだってずっと一緒。ずーっと
I'm
タ
always
ク
by
の
your
そば
side.
にいて、
And I always know what you
タク
want
が
me
ど
to
うし
do.
てほしい
That's the
の
only
かを
reason I
知
was
れ、
born.
そのためだけに生まれてきたんだもん。
Oh, so that's it. I can't say I was thinking of Wise from ZZZ. I actually don't think I played ZZZ with the JP voices now that I think about it. Only the English cast. But Idolish 7. I finally understood. I now knew who Onoe Serika really was. And she was a part of me, in the truest sense of the word.
おのえ。
Onoe, I...
僕は。
大丈夫だよ。
Don't worry.
何も
You
言
don't
わ
have
な
to
く
say
て
a
も
thing.
私には分かってる。
Slowly. Her blade moved just an inch. I could feel a warm drop of liquid run down my neck.
それじゃあ
Alright,
行くね
here I go. This is for the best. This is... I slowly closed my eyes.
さよなら
Goodbye,
タク
Taku. Nair shook a little. And there was the sound of something cutting through it. Without even feeling any pain, Cold drops of rain were hitting my neck.
お前
You! I opened my eyes and saw... Yeah. Oh. Hmm.
南沢千里
No. It's...
タククルスノノいや
No.
南沢千里
Who are you? Why do you look like
その
that?
姿
も
I'm done lying.
う偽るのはやめたのこれが私の
This is who I really am.
南
This
沢
is
千里の
Minamisawa
本当の
Senri.
姿もしも
Even if I lose everything now,
これで全てを
want
失
to
う
lie.
ことになったとしても
I don't want to hide anything from you ever again.
嘘はつきたく
From
な
my
いから
family.
家族に隠し事はしたくないからだから
So, even if it
た
makes
と
you
え
hate
この
me,
姿であなたに
I've
嫌われ
decided
た
to
と
be
しても
who I really am.
私は本当の私でいることに決めたの
Nana stood in front of me with her D-sword in her hand.
南沢千里
What
今
do
さら
you
何を
want?
しに来
It's
た
too late.
あなたなら
You know
聞か
without
な
me
く
even
ても
saying
分かっ
it,
てるで
right?
しょ
I'm here to save Takuru from you.
あなたの手からタクルを守りによ
In that ugly form.
な姿でそうよ
That's right.
これ
This is who I really
偽
am.
らざる私の姿だから
The Fiona, she's not even ugly, she's still pretty. Like, hello.
そうか
I see. That's funny. However,
でも 邪魔をす
don't
る
get
な
in my way.
お前の出
Your
番は
role in the
もう
game
終
is
わった
finished. Luna flinched back in fear as the blade sliced through the raindrops. Her expression twisted in pain. You. It was only then that I saw the blood and the cut on her shoulder. You're
まだ
still calling me that?
その名前で呼んでくれるんだ
Forget that. Your shoulder.
肩
さっきちょ
And
っ
I
とか
guess
す
it
っ
got
ちゃったみたい
scratched a little. But
Pero
it's
このくらい
nothing.
何が
What did you say?
邪魔をす
I
るな
told you to stay out of this, you
この
fake.
偽物が私はもう
I'm not the fake Kurisuno Anna
偽物
anymore.
なんかじゃない
I'm Minamisawa Senri.
私は
The real Minamisawa Senri.
本物の南沢千里よ
It was a type of resolve. You could call it determination. The determination to abandon the life she'd lived for years and be reborn anew.
So
It doesn't matter who you are. All I have to do is grant Miyashita Takuru's wish, and you're in the way.
だからお前は邪魔なんだよ。タクルの
Takuru's wish? And that's right. He wanted to disappear. He wanted me to make him disappear. So I'm going to grant his wish.
だから私がその望みを叶えてやる。なぜならそれ
And
が
that's the reason
私
why I exist.
尾上セリカの存在する理由だから。だから
So
そこを
move.
どけ。 そんな
No, you can't. I
私が
won't
許さない
let you. Serika's sword was designed to attack. But Nona's D-sword was heavy, and as hurt as she was, it seemed hard for her to use. Nona wasn't Nono anymore, anyway. She was Minamisawa Senri. She was feeling the pain from all the terrible experiments she'd suffered over the years. Serika's attack slowly started to push Nono back.
邪魔をする
Don't get in my way! Hello, Granny. Welcome in. Thank you for the daily offering.
タクルは私の
Takuru is my
弟よ
little brother. I won't let you kill him. No, no.
そんなの
That doesn't...
お前こそ
You're the one who destroyed your
家族を壊した
family.
元凶だろうがそれで
If
も
it's so, I...
私は
Go away! The blade shook like thunder. A whirl of wind appeared around Serika's feet.
どけって
I
言って
told
る
you,
んだ
go away! The fierce blow knocked Nono to her knees. Her tiny, thin neck was defenseless and exposed. Now die. A cold voice and a white flash. I directed the weapon I'd pull from the sea of chaos at her, feeling its heft in my hand.
タクどうして
Why?
死にたいって言
You
った
told
の
me
は
that you wanted to die.
あ
Yeah. And I did.
じゃあど
So
うして
why are you
そんな女を
protecting
奪う
her?
の
She lied to
僕を
you.
騙してたんだよ
Yeah,
そうだ
you're
な
right.
だったら
Then,
でも
but maybe it wouldn't be that easy to forgive her for lying to me. But everything she'd done for us, she'd done as a part of her family, known as Kurisu Nono or Minamisawa Senri. She had given us her love. And it was real love. It didn't really matter what her name was, where she was born, or what she even looked like. What I truly wished for was to once more.
そう
I see.
それが
So
宮
that's what
代
you
拓
truly
の
wish for
望
Mishio Takuru.
みだったら
In that case. Serika looked up and smiled, then readied her weapon.
その望み
I'll
ごと
bury that wish, and you along with it! The D-sword became a hurricane of light as she attacked me.
タクル
I'm fine. It was one thing to say that, but I was still feeling the pain from where Kadahara-kun had hit me, and just knocking back Serika's attacks was enough to make my body scream.
どうした
What's wrong? All that talk and that's all you've got? Shining beams collided, scattering rainbows everywhere. Sword and sword collided, like two magnets drawn to each other. I'm not done yet. My lungs felt like they were on fire. Sideka found a hole in my defenses and attacked. Her D-sword knocked mine upward and threw me off balance. And the glowing weapon went straight for my exposed neck. I put my hand up to protect my throat. And inside of my left wrist was torn open. I felt the heat before I felt the pain. And the warm rain fell down and spread the blood into a puddle at my feet. I clenched my teeth hard to keep from passing out and tried to judge the distance between us again. What's wrong? You're not just going to let me hurt you? If so... Or you're just going to let me hurt you? I can read. The fierce blade struck again. I just barely managed to move out of the way in time. At this rate, she would kill me. Like Sedika said, if I didn't attack her, this was only going to end one way. But the pain, exhaustion, rain, and sweat were already blurring my vision. My strength was at its limits. If I could just land one hit. One hit. What's wrong, Taku? Is this fun? This is fun, right? It's fun for me. I blocked her attack with the blade of my sword, and then threw her off balance, just a little. The air of self-satisfaction vanished from her face and was replaced by fear. I didn't miss my chance. What I wished for, what I truly wished for was not destruction, but instead a future with me to Misawa. And that's right, that was my wish. I put all of my strength and all of my wishes into a single swing of my blade. Sedika raised her weapon right in front of me. Bluff? Was it a trap? No. She counters now. There's no way I can. I saw her smile. And then... she fell to the ground. I could still feel the sensation in my hands. Red blood spread silently on the asphalt. Why? Sarika knew exactly what I was going to do. She wanted to kill me. She could have. So why? Taku. Was it fun? I told you, right? I just want to give you the world you wish for. That's all. I was born because you wished for me. That's not who you want by your side, no. Tsuruka smiled at Nono, faintly. Take care of Taku, okay? I'm sorry.
ごめん。
I'm so sorry, Onaway.
僕は
This is all
僕の
my
せいで
fault.
こんな
Hey, Taku. Do one thing for me.
お願い。
Anything.
僕にできることなら
私を
And me.
終わ
You're
ら
the
せ
only
て。
one who can.
それができるのは
Oh boy, the turns have
だ
tabled.
から。タクル。
And just like she asked, I took my D sword and pointed it at her body. However,
どう
what's
したの？
wrong?
ダメだ
No, I can't.
できない
I just can't do it.
そんなこと
しょうが
You're so
ないな。
hopeless,
タクは
Taku. She smiled happily and grabbed the blade with a shaking hand. And then,
バイバイ。タク。
the D sword went through her body without a sound.
おの
And the girl I had created. And the girl who had always supported me. And the girl who had always been by my side. I was surrounded by a cocoon of light, which then vanished into thin air. The Kawahara-kun is long gone, because we don't really know how long it was between him running off and Serika appearing was. But he ran off firmly. And the veil of rain that had covered the sky had vanished, leaving behind a stench on the asphalt. I looked up at the crystal clear blue sky and saw a rainbow in the heavens. I could hear the crunching sound of footsteps on gravel, going further into the distance.
ノノ
見ないで。
Don't look at me! I was about to turn around, but stopped when I heard the rejection in her voice.
ごめんね、タクル
I'm。sorry, Takuru.
もう二度
You'll
と
never see me
あな
again.
たの前に姿を現したりしないから。
Huh?
でもね、
I want you
これ
to
だけは
believe
信
one
じてほ
thing.
しいの。
I lied to you.
確かに私は
But
嘘をつ
I
い
always
ていた
felt
けれ
that
ど、
all of you were part of my
あ
family.
なたたちのことを大切な家族だって思ってた。お願いよ。
Please, will
信
you
じて
believe me?
くれる。
ノノ
私はもう
I'm not Kurisu no no anymore. And the footsteps started again. Nono was leaving. I would never see her again.
今までありが
Thank
と
you
う。
for everything. Goodbye.
さようなら。
I turned around and saw a small girl. She was facing away from me. It was the first time I'd seen her, even though I'd seen her 1,000 times before.
ノノ
I ran after her and grabbed her hand and forced her to look at me.
いや、
No,
やめて。
stop!
どうして
Why?
だって
I'm not
私はのの
Nana-chan.
ちゃんじゃない。
I don't want you to see this
こんな醜い
ugly
顔。
face.
タクルには見せたくない。
Girl, you look fine. God damn. I held her close as she squirmed and tried to look away.
ごめん
I'm sorry.
僕
I...
タクル。
僕は
I
間違っ
was
てた
wrong. It didn't matter
お前が
whether you were
苦し
meeting
むのか
Misawa Senri
南
or
沢千
Kurisu
里かなん
Nono.
て関係なかった。
It didn't matter.
どうだってよかったんだ。
Senri looked up at me in surprise, and for the first time, I could see her face. It was different than Nono's. It didn't have her bright charm or her bold features. But even so,
だって
you're part
お
of our
前が僕
family.
の家族で
You're important to me.
僕にとって大事な
That
人だ
hasn't
ってことに
changed.
は何も変わりはないんだから。
たく
Tears fell from Senri's eyes. Memories came flooding back to me.
そうだよ。
That's right.
いつも
These were the eyes
僕
that
を
were
見てくれ
always
ていた
watching
のは
me.
この瞳で動けない
And I
僕を
couldn't
献
move
身
when
的
you
に
took
看
care
病
of
してく
me.
れたのも
When my therapy hurt so
辛く苦
much,
しいリハビ
and
リ
you
に
were there to scold me and
時には
encourage
励
me.
まし時には叱咤してくれたのも僕のしてかす
Whenever I
バカ
did
な
something
ことに
stupid and you got mad,
本気で怒って
and whenever you laughed,
本
and
気で
when
笑
you
って
cried,
そして本気で泣いてくれたのもいつだってそばで
and
見
these were
守
the
ってく
eyes
れ
that
てい
were
たの
always
は
watching over me,
この瞳だ
and these were the little hands that were
い
always
つだ
there
って
for
差
me.
し伸べてくれたのはこの小さな手だった全部
And it was always you.
お前だった確かにお
You
前
might
は
have
嘘を
lied
つ
to
いて
me.
た
You might not have been the
Kurisu
real
Nono じ
Kurisu
ゃなかった
Nono
かもし
after
れない
all. But
けど僕を
it
絶望の
wasn't the
闇
real
から
Kurisu
救ってく
Nono
れたの
who
は
saved me from the darkness.
本物の
It
クル
was
スも
you,
のじゃない
Misawa Senri.
南沢千里お前だった
And that was the truth. And that was why
私を
you'll forgive me.
許してくれるの？
I nodded silently.
クルスノノ
Even
じゃ
if I'm
な
not
くても
Kurisu Nono.
言っ
I
ただろ
told you. You're my
お前が
savior.
僕の恩人で
You're my family.
家族だってことは変わらない
I held her tightly, so that she would never go anywhere again. And then
千里
I said her name. Her real name.
何？
Yes.
おかえり
Welcome home. Yeah. And I'm back. That was cute. Humans are temporal beings. I think it was a philosopher named Heidegger, Dedyard, I don't know, name's hard, who said that. A German philosopher who was born in 1889 and died in 1976, a critic of metaphysics who used phenomenology to support his theory of ontology. He defines time, the past, present, and future as three equal, continuous, and infinite constructs. His theory states that the present is the principal axis upon which the past and future are decided, and time is created. I got changelings from before. A story from medieval Japan, also known as Torikaya Baya Monogatari. It describes the tale of a young boy and a girl who are raised as the opposite sex and the chaos that ensues. It is sometimes also used as a name for other stories involving characters who switch sexes or social positions. That sounds pretty trans if you ask me. And time moves from the past to the future, and time is what rules over human lives. In that process, the past is lost and new things are born. And as per that process, even the return of the new generation madness gradually began to fade from people's memories. The girl named Onoe Serika, who was a person of interest in the case, had vanished, and without any firm evidence, it was impossible to know if she ever existed at all. And the case came to an end without a satisfactory answer. And And the four of us still lived in that cheap apartment.
ほらユウト
Here, Yitzo.
早く準備し
If
な
you
いと
don't
遅
hurry,
れる
you'll
わ
be
よ
late.
ちょっと待ってよ
Wait a second.
この
I'll get
番組
ready
終わ
once
った
this
らや
show's
るから
over.
そうやって
All
テ
you
レ
ever
ビ
do
ばっ
is
かり
watch
見て
TV.
ルキちゃん
Yuki-chan's
はもう
already
準備
ready
できて
to
るっ
go.
て行ってきます
Goodbye. Huh? Wait, I'll go too.
僕も行くよ行ってらっしゃい
Take care.
行ってきます
Bye. Her fit's cute. At least what we can see of it. Mornings are always busy like this.
たく
Sheesh,
あんまりうる
you're
さくして
too
ると
loud. Right on cue. The pounding on the wall was another thing we'd gotten used to.
また後で
She's
うる
gonna
さく
be
言わ
mad
れる
again
な
later.
しょうがない
Oh,
わね
fine.
また
I'll
夜
bake
に
some
クッキー
cookies
でも
and
焼い
take
て
them to her
お
this
裾分けしと
evening.
くわ
You want fair?
頼むよ
Thanks.
どうした
What's up? I never thought
Masaka.
that this day would come.
こんな日が来るとは思ってなかったな
Kudos to Nona becoming Minamisawa Senri had created no end of problems. And of course, Ito and Yamase weren't sure how to handle it all. Her name and appearance were totally different. I knew it would be impossible for them to think of her as the same person. But inside, she was the same. She'd gone back to looking like Minamisawa Senri, sure. But she was still Kurisu Nono, the cheerful, helpful girl who had kept the household running. After a few days of living with her, both of them got used to the idea that Minamisawa Senri was their big sister. Yeah, the pad is very good. Of course, they were family, and couldn't exactly tell everyone else that Kurisu Nono was actually another girl all along. I mean... So it ended up that Kurisu went to live with some very distant relatives, just as a new transfer student named Minamisawa Senri came to the school. It was hard for her to rebuild her relationships with her old friends from the ground up, but she pulled it off. Of course, a few of them. Oh,
チャオ
ciao, Miyashiro-senpai. Kurisu.
有
Oh,
村さん
Arimura-san. Oops, that's wrong. Minamisawa-senpai.
先輩
お前な
Sheesh,
いい
when
加
are you
減
gonna
慣れて
stop
くれよ
doing that?
んなこと
It's not
言った
that
って
easy though, you know?
そう簡単
Right,
にいくも
Hana?
んじゃないですよねえ花うん
I love that she's agreeing when she doesn't even talk in the first place. We told the people we knew about the case. Blah, blah, blah. We told the people who knew about the case the real story.
つうかさ
You know,
3
you're
年な
in
んだ
your
し
last year of
今更
school.
無理して
Do you really
学校
have to
来なくて
go
も
at
よか
all?
ったんじゃねえの
僕も
I
そ
said
う言
the
ったん
same
だけど
thing,
な
but
あのまま
it'd
みん
be
なと
sad
別れ
to
てしまう
just
のは
lose touch with
寂しいじゃない
everyone.
そんなもんか
I
ね
guess so. I never would have taken a risk like that just to see the people in my class. But maybe that was just a sign of how she'd changed.
で今日の部
So,
活は
what's our club activity for the day?
悪い
Sorry,
今日は
we
ちょっと
got somewhere
行くところがあっ
out
て
to go today.
行くところ
Somewhere to go?
ええ
Yeah.
何何
What?
先輩
The
方
two of you
二人で
going somewhere together?
もしか
Are
して
you up to
無
something
謀な感
naughty?
じ
God damn it, Hinai. I don't know.
違うわ
No,
よ
it's
そうい
nothing
うんじゃ
like
なく
that.
てわかって
I
ます
know
よ
that. I mean,
ま
even if you
あ
were,
たとえ
the
そう
two
だ
of you
と
live
して
in
も
the same
一つ屋根
apartment,
の下に
so
暮
it
らして
feels
るん
like
だから
it's a little late
今
for
更って
that.
感じだし
たく
Come on.
それを
Anyway,
タクル
Takaru,
そろそろ
let's go.
ああ
Yeah,
そうだな
you're right. And we said goodbye to everyone and left. And the sky was the same blue color it had been after the rain stopped on that day. We headed for
ののちゃん
Yeah, I had a feeling. And it was the grave, far away from Shibuya in the suburbs. The body that had been originally buried as Minamisawa Senri had now been quietly interned in the Kurisu family grave as Kurisu Nono. Kurisu Nono. She was a girl I knew well, but one I'd never actually met. And Senri put her hands together in a silent prayer as she faced the cold grave. And there was so much she hadn't been able to say, so much that she wanted to say. Kurisu Nono and Minamisawa Senri were finally talking to each other as different people now. And the sin of using her, the sin of burying her, the sin of lying. And the guilt from those sins would never go away. But even so.
ごめんね。
I'm sorry, Nono-chan.
これからたくさ
There
ん
may be a lot
辛
of
いこと
sad and painful things ahead of
悲しい
me,
こともあるかもしれないけど、それでも
but
私
I'm
は
not going to run.
もう
I'm
逃
going
げ
to
たりなん
face
てせ
them
ず、
as
立ち向かって
Minamisawa
いこうと
Senri.
思う。それが私にできる
And that's the one thing I can do
あ
for
なたへ
you.
の手向けだと思うから。
The smoke from the incense rose toward the sky, blown about by the wind. And in that wind,
頑張って
I know you can do it,
Senri-chan.
Senri-chan. I thought I heard a voice. Everything that had happened so far was a mix of plots, misunderstandings, miscommunications, and successful efforts. So whenever I wanted to cry out what I'd become,
タクル。
ん？
これからも
will you
私のこと
keep watching over me from now on?
見守ってくれる？
Yeah. No. I take the hand of the girl next to me, feel her warmth, and walk together with her, side by side, just like she'd done for me. For the sake of tomorrow, and for her future. No.
ねえ。
Hey, Taku, did you have fun? Real Sky End. Because I was thinking, it's like, according to the guide, we should have been, like... Okay, well, somehow we did this one. This was the one that we were supposed to do before getting the true end. I thought I went back to pick the positive delusion, though, for chapter 3. Because for this one, select all positive delusions and additional delusions except for the positive delusion during the school festival where Hinae and Takaru are prepping, and then also when Takaru and Ko are sleeping in the club room before the festival. I did accidentally, went and skipped the positive delusion for that, but then I went back to get it because I realized, oh, wait a minute, I autopiloted too hard. So I went back and did the positive delusion. So, I'm pretty sure that's what I did anyway. Casually goes to my YouTube channel. I'll go to my unedited video, or I'll check the Vods channel first. I don't remember if that one is actually up right now or not. Okay, no, that one isn't up yet on the Vods channel. Okay, so then check my current channel because this did go up literally earlier today. Or actually, I can check the YouTube live stream because I don't remember for sure if I edited it out or not. Like, that's my whole thing. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's chapter 5, so too far. Me just checking what I did because I could have sworn I did go back to fix that after I realized I didn't do the positive delusion. Okay, finally got to that. Yeah, I did. I did load back and got the positive delusion for that. I even did like the more positive too for that delusion before continuing on. So, how did I still end up on this route when I was supposed to be on a different route altogether? Maybe because I did accidentally, like, do the neutral delusion instead. It locked me onto the Kurisu route. That's my only guess. But still would be weird because I did go back to fix that. So, well, good to know. I really can't fuck up the process of the other endings if that's what happened here. Sheesh. Sheesh. Okay. Well, anyways, well, I guess to your concerns, Bloke, from before about like Kurisu being like either interchangeably like second to last ending before the true ending and otherwise second for recommended orders. No, I just fucked up and it didn't accept me going back to change that, I guess. Because for the Deep Sky end, it's literally the same thing, except for like just no. It's only like no positive delusion for the Hinaye and Takaryu prepping for the culture festival. But since I accidentally did a neutral for that one other one, I ended up on this route instead. Man, I mean, it is what it is, I guess. At this point, it's the best I can offer. Um, Because, like, in my brain is like, man, in order to get the bad ending, we have to do a map trigger. But, like, there hasn't been any opportunity for a map trigger, so that's kind of weird. And then... man... This does mean I do have to update the title for the video that came out, because I was calling it the route that I thought we were on, the Deep Sky End, but it was actually the Real Sky End. So I'm just gonna go update that now before I forget. There are many... Yes, that is correct. Let me count how many, actually. Let's see, because there's the... Common Route, Dark Sky, Deep Sky, Dream Sky, Another Sky, Real Sky, which is the one that we just did, and then there's the true ending. So there is 7 endings. Excluding bad endings. Man. Crazy. I feel stupid. I'll say that. That's how I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling the stupid. But I can't even blame myself because I did go back to get the positive delusion there, but still ended up on this route anyway. Like, I don't know if it was maybe some glitch or something, because that's weird. I really shouldn't have been on this route since I did go back to fix that. But I could probably complain about that forever. Man. Well, this will definitely make the other routes interesting since we did the route we were supposed to do before the true end now as our second character route by fucking accident. In a way, that does leave me with more questions because, like, normally we end up learning more overall of, like, the overarching everything that's going on in, like, the second to last character route type thing, but all we really uncovered is what's going on with Kurisu. So that's kind of interesting. So I feel like it's not too detrimental that we did this route before the other ones by accident. Because we still don't know what's going on overall. We just know what's going on with Kurisu specifically. And it will make seeing their interactions in other routes interesting now that we actually know what's going on. But at least it's not really too detrimental, I think. Man, it does really irk me because I did go back to fix it and then it didn't get fixed, I guess. Oh yeah, so, like, the Dream slash Another Sky End are actually part of the same route, but there's, like, 2 main endings. So that's either, like, paired together like that. But there's also a bunch of possible bad endings. Yeah, there's 4 possible bad endings with that one. But I guess our next one will be the Deep Sky ending, which was meant to be our second one. But it'll be interesting to see how that goes since it's like the requirements to get it are very identical to this one. I'll be sure to actually not fuck up. It would be annoying if I fucked up again. At least I feel like if I did and we still ended up being stuck on Kudusu's route again, we would definitely be able to tell more clearly, because like it would keep skipping. It's like, it's been skipping for a while. Wait a minute, type thing. So, shrugs, I guess, is the best I can offer at this point in time. This feels kind of short for stream. I will be ending YouTube stream, but I think I might stay live on Twitch for a little bit longer as a treat. Yeah. So I'll also be ending the recording here, so I will say my parting words here. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you are watching the edited YouTube video, because I do put time and effort into those. I'll catch you all next time for our next route, which was supposed to be the route that we intended to be on. Everything's fine. Yeah. Thumbs up. I don't know. I'm bad at ending things. I'll be honest. Goodbye, recording and YouTube. Bye.